Alright, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Just got my Sena 50S system about a week ago. Barely know how to use it. Still have my Garmin Virb. So what I did is I synced the headset to my Garmin Virb. And I put this mount for the GoPro on the handlebars here, and I just realized that that's a shitty spot because it's actually hitting the tank. So I don't want to beat up my tank with it. So we're gonna have to move this to maybe a higher position on the bar. I don't know if you're seeing the reflection, but that's the weirdo bar I'm running on it right now that I just pulled off of something else just to give it a shot. So I'm gonna see if we can mount it on the back. I don't know how exciting that is. It might be more exciting, but I put this pad on the bar here. It needs to be out of the way. It's gonna be big, but it's gonna be out of the way. I think of the tank, or why don't you just mount it like this, right? And then the clip won't be in the way of anything. Won't be in my vision. Actually, no, you know why? Because if I put on that pad that I just ate up, that's going to be too thin. You go on the handlebar here. Go on the handlebar here. Make it around that brake reservoir. Let's find out. What is higher up there? It's higher up there. It's not interfering with anything there. That's definitely tight. Ain't coming off. We can move this down and like this maybe. That's gonna put you kind of loopy. Yeah, we'll give that a shot, right? Right is right, clears the tank. Left is left, right is right, clears the tank. Even with the little thingy there, clears the tank. Alright, so it's not a bad spot. I'll have to give that a shot. That's on, that's on, that's up. We're in neutral. It's hot as hell out. It's like 90 degrees, so I don't think we'll need much choke, but we'll choke it anyway. We'll put the gas back on, because I keep forgetting to turn the gas on. That's what happens when you come from a more modern bike to the TW. Got the modular helmet. We'll try it with the... whoa. That idle went up quick. Try it with the helmet closed. Put the mic to my lips. Supposedly there's a mode that I can switch. Let me see if I can do that now. So I can kind of hear or overlay what I'm saying with the Sena. Alright, so my headset says phone connected. I killed the camera and reset the camera. Now I got the side tone on. Oh, actually I see. Okay, I have my volume really low. So I can, max volume? Yeah, I can actually hear what I'm saying in the headset. It's kind of disturbing, but 1 2 1 2, mic check 1 check. I don't really want to hear myself. Nobody wants to hear my voice. Alright kids, so let's take the TW with 333 miles to the store so I can get some seltzer water and I'm going to get some parsley so I can make an Italian style meatball to try and cook something for my wife because I'm cool like that. And that's about it. Or this guy that I just passed, he walks or runs like 18 miles a day. He was out of his mind. He's one of those local residents. You see him all the time. He's always walking around. But he told me like he used to run. I used to see him running all the time. Now it's hot as fuck, so I just see him walking around. But that's just insane. I could never walk or run. Probably in a year, 18 miles. Never mind him doing it in a day. So I'm trying to torque the camera on this bumpy bump stick it's on. guess we'll also do a test of the Verb and how it's been doing with the that shake feature, anti-vibration feature in here. That's it. So 333 miles. I took the T-Dub for a little ride about a week ago. Did a good 100 miles on it or something like that. Probably about 100 miles round trip, 120 miles. Just saw like an old railroad car that used to be a dining car or a restaurant or something that closed up years ago. So it's sitting off the side of the road. I thought it'd be cool. So you know what? Let me take a ride up there and take a photo of it. I have to see if I could download that photo, maybe edit it in here and make it somewhat interesting for you. Another trip I kind of had planned was a couple months ago. I was going to go out to Pennsylvania to Centralia. So Centralia is like a little place in Pennsylvania. It used to be a coal mining community, and basically the ground lit on fire underneath there years ago, and it's been burning for 100 years. So they had an old highway road that got closed down, and they started calling it the like the graffiti highway. So back in April, about 3 or 4 months ago, supposedly they decided they were going to take dump trucks of dirt and start dumping all these dump trucks worth of dirt on top of all the graffiti, so that I don't know, I guess they just block it up from people writing dumb shit, or not really sure exactly what their purpose was. Anyway, so I decided to change my clutch the other day. I bought one of those Pro Taper clutches. I went to put it in here. We're going to do the sneak through here. That's the fun part of the T-Dub, right? But the Pro Taper clutch, it doesn't have a side piece for like the disconnect on the TW200. So, you know, it's got like a clutch feature where if you're not pulling in the clutch, it won't start. And I don't know, I put the Pro Taper on and then I took it off because I kind of like the adjustability, because this clutch to me on this, it's just like you have to let it out really far. So wasn't really happy with the way it feels, but I guess maybe I'm just used to a hydraulic clutch. So that'll just be something to get used to. So yeah, I'm not too happy with the clutch on it so far. Here's the wonderful farmer's market that we're going to. I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna get some seltzer, if they have it, I'm gonna get some parsley. And then if they don't, then I'm beat. Another thing is trying to get this into neutral. Sometimes, like now, fine, it went into neutral, but other times it's a real bitch. So you other TW owners, you gotta tell me, how big of a pain in the ass is it for you to try and get this thing into neutral? Because for me, for some reason, it just becomes a real pain in the ass trying to get it in there. You know, it's like I have it in first, and I click it, and I click it. You know, I'm like up, down, left, right. There's a lot of dust on here, sorry. Gotta clean that shit off. I just put the Garmin in the waterproof case that it comes in and all that stuff, and then that case goes to a mount. But I do have one bungee cord. Maybe that'll be enough when I come out of here. I don't think I'm going to damage parsley too much. But yeah, that's it. So, like I said, I'm not a vlogger. I feel kind of like a chooch standing out here talking into my helmet. Get my beautiful COVID mask. I'll leave the helmet out here and take the $400 camera inside. Just in case. People can be shady, right? Talk to you soon. I'm back. If this is still working. That was a fucking shit show. I went in the store to get my parsley. Come on, you fuck. Oh, excuse my language. Get the case. There you go. Slide it, lock it, slide the button, locked in. Had a COVID mask. My COVID mask broke. It was kind of broke already. I tried to tape it, but that's alright. You're required to wear a mask, so I do the dickhead move when I go in the store, and I do this. There, I got a mask on. Anyway, so I got the parsley. They didn't have salsa, so I got to go for a long trip about, I don't know, 60 feet away back around the corner to go get the seltzer water. I do have a strap on here. I'm going to try and strap my parsley down. So hopefully I won't empty parsley on a bunch of people, but I'll get it back from him around the corner anyway. So that's it. I mean, so far I'm kind of liking the T-Dub. I mean, it's just so much lighter compared to the other bike, you know. Been driving that Hayabusa for 5 years, you know. And it's just heavy and shit. I get on this, it's like a kid's scooter, but don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those douchebags that doesn't respect motorcycles, you know. I know that 10 miles an hour and some hot ass pavement right here can fuck me up. So, I is riding with my gloves on, and my helmet on, and my little shoes on. And yeah, I'm wearing shorts like a douchebag, so road rash it is. That's alright. I wasn't planning on being a leg model anyway. See if I can get this into neutral again. Oh, I did. Outstanding. We got a little spot in the corner there. See if we can chooch our way to the corner. And we're there. Alright, so I'm gonna run inside, grab some salsa. I'm not gonna bore you with that shit. I'm sure this is gonna be boring enough. Take the key, turn the camera off, and I'll be back for the ride home. Glad I got it into neutral this time without clicking it like 25 times, because the people see you on a small bike clicking into neutral 25 times. They're like, oh, that motherfucker has no clue what he's doing. I do, a little bit, not much. Alright, so that's locked on. That camera's on. We'll see how the noise is in this video from the headset. If it cancels anything, if it makes it better, if it makes it worse, if it makes it the same. Works better in gear. This is first gear in the TW. You could just crawl along like a little ass monkey. Yeah, I said it. I'll show you something else I like to do that's fun on here. I don't know if I had this from last time or not. I don't think I did. Actually, no, I didn't, because I didn't have this on the road. Because I didn't put my camera on there yet. So, we go past all the people at Wendy's here who can't cook food. And then there's a bank over here. And, oh, I missed it. Sometimes you gotta be a hoodlum. And you gotta ride past here to go down the handicap ramp and then off the curb. Oh yeah, because that's just fun of a dual sport, right? Oh, oh, this mount is terrible. Face forward, you fuck. Yeah, so maybe I'll just ride along and I'll do an audio check and see how audio sounds. Though I do mumble, so I have to learn to open my mouth anyway. So if anything, maybe by vlogging a little bit of content, I'll learn to actually speak better, as opposed to just mumbling all the time. Sorry, everything I hit, because this mount is like, you know, 1.5 feet long. It just makes the mount bend with it. Whoops. Downshift. Face forward. That's it. Let's see how I look. How do I look when I'm driving down the street like an idiot? Maybe I'll do a review on the helmet. So, I forget what brand it is right now because I'm paying attention to the road. But it's modular. You know, I can open the front, I can open the back. This camera's just not locked in here. Wait, sunlight. Oh, it's got a lens that drops down. Did you see that? I don't know, because this fucking mount, you gotta keep it to the right in order for it to stay tight, otherwise it spins around. Didn't take the other mount I had on there. Like I said, I just threw it on here real quick. Figured I'd make a little bit of something. Little bit of something. Anyway, made it home in neutral. Quick turn, and that's it. Alright, so basically today was just a test of the headset. Because like I said, I paired it this morning and wanted to see if it would actually work with this and turn on with the camera and the Sena 50S. Supposedly you have dual pairing. We can pair it with a phone and the camera. So I'd probably be able to switch between if I just want to film with the camera and say something, as opposed to having a separate app. But I guess it depends how the audio comes out. Good, shitty, loud, obnoxious, irritating, engine noise, engine whine, spark plugs firing, RF interference, all that good shit. We'll see what happens. So, thanks for watching my boring ass TW200 update video at 333 miles. And like I said, so far I like it. I'm still kind of missing like one more gear. it'll do 60, 65. Do have a different sprocket for it. Waiting until the 600-mile mark, or at least a month, about a week or so. Do the first oil change. Probably wait to the 600-mile mark. We're halfway there. I've had it for 2 weeks now or something like that. I got all the Yamaha lube and filters and all that good shit for it. Like I said, I changed that Pro Taper clutch. I just didn't like it because if you don't own a TW200, there's a little switch that goes into the clutch here. It plugs into the clutch. And the other clutch, even though it's universal and it'll work as a clutch, and it does make it adjustable where you can move this in. If you disengage the clutch, it disengages there and it engages like here. So at least for me, and I have really long hands, but I like a clutch that's kind of like here, because I don't like to have my fingers like out here on the tips. This is all free play, and it's adjusted, so it's kind of outside of pushing it back, it's kind of there. But from there to there, that's kind of right at the end of that cable is where the clutch is kind of kicking in. So sometimes I feel when I'm here, I just don't really feel I have that much control. I like it in here, but like I said, I'm used to another bike with a hydraulic clutch for 5 years that I've owned it, so gonna have to get used to it. Anyway, enough blabbing for right now. Talk to you soon.